Oh man, a lot has happened. Okay, first off, before I do anything else, let me pick one thing up, okay? It's gonna be right here. Okay, so the package I was going for, I found out wasn't mine. So now it's 2 days later and the package came in. So these are the adapters and they are for the vintage lens I bought. I bought them during one beautiful Sunday morning. I was basically scrolling through Facebook Marketplace at like 7 a.m. and just seen that someone in my city was selling this lens, and I was like, oh man, this looks interesting, let's get this, because it's a fully manual lens, which means you can open and close the aperture manually, fully manually. This is a fully manual lens, it doesn't have any autofocus. I mean, that's a big surprise when this is like 40 years old. Okay, so this is the adapter. And the lens I bought is right here in this box, which is from the wide angle lens I'm using right now. This lens is an old Russian vintage lens. It's 58mm. It has a screw mount like this, so you just screw it here and you should be good. And now it's adaptable to my camera and I should be good to go. I'm done. Let's try this lens. I'm really excited. Okay, so I went to our garden, got a couple shots. And I gotta say, this lens does one weird thing. The LCD display shows underexposed image when it's exposed correctly. Wait. I got a couple more test shots and it was not doing the weird thing I was talking about. So I guess it's just kind of a weird condition. Let's continue. Okay, but mind that this doesn't have image stabilization because it's an all-app lens. So you'll have to use it with a tripod or... no, definitely not a gimbal because you don't have any autofocus. So yeah, just use a tripod if you want some steady shots. Otherwise, don't use this lens. It's good for portraits. This lens is really cheap, so you really shouldn't be looking at the downsides because, I mean, this costs as much as, I don't know, this microphone I'm using. Actually a little bit less. Okay, so what's the conclusion? This lens is really old and cheap. It has no image stabilization and it has manual focus in the aperture. So you better use it with the tripod and learn your manual focus. It has some softness in the corners of the image, but it's not overexposing the image as I was saying in the beginning of this video. So if you're broke like me, get this lens and you're good to go. Just learn how to focus manually. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.